Jack here, and I've got this LCD projection alarm clock with the date and the temperature, but it also projects the time on your wall or your ceiling. And full disclosure, it was sent to me for free for this video. But as always, that won't change anything that I say. In just a moment, we're going to open it up, show you some of the functions and features of this really neat LCD alarm clock, and show you that projection on the wall at nighttime. Here's the packaging, and on the back of the box, you got a list of some of the features. So you got a snooze mode, dual alarm, the time projection, which is kind of the main feature of this clock. It actually also has a calendar, a night light, and a dual charging port, as well as some other features, including the temperature and the humidity, which we'll check out in just a moment. So we're gonna open this up. You're gonna get a wall port USB-A style charger with a USB-A to DC plug cable for the power. You've got the clock itself and a small little instruction manual, which will help you understand all of the functions and features of this device. Here's a quick look at the clock itself. Nice black mirror-like finish on the front. All your buttons are going to be at the top, including date, time, 12 or 24 hour, so your increase and decrease for setting the time, your snooze, as well as volume, alarm 1 and 2, your temperature switch between Celsius and Fahrenheit, as well as your dim button. Now, the lens for the projector is going to be right here, and it actually has a rotate for focus, which is really nice. This is super flexible and adjustable. You can go all around if you want to. And on the back, there's actually a button to turn it on, as well as set the brightness and intensity. And you can also switch between the mirror mode. So depending on what surface you put it on, it's going to look correct. On the back, you've got your power in, charging out, and charging out, so you can charge 2 devices at the same time. There's also a spot on the bottom to add AAA batteries to prevent the device from losing time in the event of a power outage. I'm gonna go ahead and take the included power cable and plug it into the clock via the DC port on the rear. Once you plug it in, the clock will immediately illuminate. Any movement in the numbers is simply because of the camera. So we're gonna go ahead and cycle through the brightness levels. There's 5 different levels, so 4, 3, 2, 1. Really like that you can adjust the brightness on this clock, because I can tell you, for me personally, I really like a dim clock while I sleep. You can see right now we just plugged it in, so it's telling us our 12 o'clock p.m. time. If I were to hit that time button, you can see that setting time is super easy. So we're just gonna go up and down as needed. Time again will allow us to set the minutes, and then hit it again, and it's gonna save that time. If I hold it down, it's gonna allow us to cycle between 12 and 24-hour time. We're gonna keep it to 12-hour time. And if we wanted to change the date, we'll press that date button, and you can see the date is flashing, first of the year. We'll hit it again, because that's correct. We're gonna go ahead and change the month as needed, hit it again, and we can change the date, hit it again, and it will save. If you wanna automatically adjust for daylight savings time, just hold that down, and you'll see daylight saving time turns on. You can hold it again to go back to standard time. Quick pressing the snooze button will turn on the night light feature. You can press it again to dim it, and once again to turn it off. So it's got a bright, a low, and an off, which is a really nice feature if you want a little bit of light on your bedside table while you sleep. Now back to that dim button, if we hold it down, it's gonna switch between Celsius and Fahrenheit, which I think it's really cool that there's temperature included on this clock, as well as room humidity. Now the display is nice and bright and easy to read, and it does come in 3 different colors, the red, which you see here, as well as the blue and the white. I chose the red because I feel it's the easiest to look at night when you're tired and you're falling asleep. We're gonna go back to the rear of the projector here and press the power button once to turn it on. As you can see on the wall here in this dark room, it's really clear and easy to see. Again, if immediately you have an issue with the clarity, all you do is you twist this guy right here, and it will focus the lens as needed. Hitting the power button again will let you mirror the image if you need to, depending on what wall you're projecting on, and hitting it again will turn it off. While the projection's on, if you press that dim button, it's gonna cycle through the different brightness levels, just like the brightness levels on the front clock face. On the top here, you've got alarm 1 and 2 buttons. You can see alarm 1 is on Monday through Sunday. Alarm 2 is also on Monday through Sunday. If you hold it down, you're actually gonna be able to set that alarm. So let's go ahead and hit it again for minutes, one more time. And this is actually gonna let us determine what our date options are. So right now we've got Monday through Sunday, 1 time, Saturday, Sunday, Monday through Friday. So you've got the whole week, just during the weekdays, just during the weekends, or only 1 time. Really love the settings on there. And you can do the same thing for the first alarm just by holding down alarm 1. To give you an idea of what the alarm sounds like, I'm gonna cycle through the volumes here. So you can see 7 is the loudest volume, and there's 7 different volume settings, all the way down to a pretty convenient, quiet volume if you don't want to wake up your spouse or roommate while you're sleeping. And then if you're wondering what this little guy is right there, that's the light that lets you know that the projector is actually on. So if I press it off, that little light will go away. all things considered, if you're in the market for a really neat clock that has all the great features that you want in an alarm clock, including the date and the time, as well as the temperature, with 2 alarms that have flexible settings and a projection for you to project the time on your ceiling or your wall, I think this clock is a really solid option. I hope this video helped your purchase decision. I really enjoy it. Thanks for watching.